Woo-wee! Zooey mama! Is it really that time again? It really is. It really do be. It's the 2nd of July, 2026. Hi. Hi, everyone. Hi. How are we all doing? Let me put on the music. It's the same as always music. Hi, chat. Oh, it's the gang. Orange goo today for you, sir. Yes, we're having the acceleration gel. We're having the speed gel from Portal for tonight, my loves. May I interest you in the propulsion gel tonight, dear? You're wearing the fish shirt. Yeah, I am, yeah. Yeah, I wore it, because I just love Bass Pro fishing. I just love Bass Pro fishing so much. I can't help myself. AI fish shirt. Is it AI? I like to think that this was instead crafted the old-fashioned way by a series of seamstresses. A series of seamstresses toiling over a hot loom. I'll only accept clothing created by tailors who toil over a hot loom, and only then will I accept it. Lag? There's stream. You support AI. ... Oh man, do I? Is that what this means? Am I projecting right now? Am I projecting a love for AI? God, the shirt is ugly. You know what? Fine. Like, you want to be like this? You think it doesn't hurt my feelings? You think you can just be mean to my shirt? You think you can just be mean in every way? Fine. It's gone. There. You happy? Is this better? Yeah? Now what? Now what, chat? Huh? Now what do we do? Now you put me in a sour mood. You put me in a rat mood. And now we're just gonna have a really bad stream now, alright, chat? We're just gonna have a really bad time. We're gonna sit here and I'm gonna be really passive aggressive to you for hours. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna go and you're gonna be like, oh, thank you for the stream, Will, and I'm gonna go, yeah, it's fine, like, it's no worries, like, whatever. You're gonna say like, oh, so how have you been? And I'm gonna go, yeah, it's all right. I've just got some stuff I want to talk to you about, honestly. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I really like that shirt. Unk doesn't know how to use an iron. Irons are... Okay, yeah, you're right, actually, I do, with pride, I don't know how to use a fucking iron. No, I know how, I just refuse. It was invented by the fucking boomers. The boomers and the fucking Gen Xers, who have nothing fucking to do with their time, right? They just fucking... You wonder why so many old people had babies all the time. There's nothing to do, right? Back in the day, there was fuck all to do in the world, right? So you know what they did? They did fucking ironing. They went and ironed shit. If you catch me fucking ironing something, that means I haven't got enough to do, alright? I need work. If you catch me fucking... All they did back in the day is make baby, unprotect sex, ironing, and I don't know, drinking lead-based drinks. That was all they did. And I refuse. I will not propagate the systems that have been colluding against me. I miss the fish shirt, guys. I miss it. Unk, it's okay, relax. No, you put me in a fucking foul mood with your meanness. I'm gonna be like this. Well, you guys do the stream. Bring it back. I can't win. It's either take the shirt off, put the shirt back on, take the shirt off, do this, do that, you fucking, you're not ironed, you haven't ironed it, you're late to stream, I can't help myself. I have to do as you tell me. I can't think for myself anymore. I've been in the social media machine for so long. Ow. I just hit my head on the mic. Hi, chat. How'd you put a shirt on so fast? Because I have functioning arms. How are you doing, chat? How is everyone today? God. What a good 10 minutes. What a good 10 minutes we've had. You've got a new camera? Nope. Same one. Unc, what's the joke of the day? Oh, man. You gotta fucking put me on the spot. I don't have a joke of the day. I wish I had a joke of the day. I used to when I ran a WoW guild for my friends back during Season of Discovery. No one will know what that is. During that period, I ran a little WoW guild for my friends, and I put a joke of the day in the guild message. Where's Bob Air? Bob Air is in my other setup, my other filming. This is this one. You know this one? That's this one. Wall shape. This is the wall shape setup. Yeah. What's your opinion on the England match last night? Oh, what a painful one. Oh, what a painful game, until it wasn't painful. And then it was really fun. I had a great time. Dr. Congo didn't know what hit him. Yeah, it was good. It was good. We were the better side won, and now we're through. Now we're through to play against Mexico at the Azteca. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the Mexican team. I'm a big fan of the fans they have and stuff. But I don't know. I don't think it's as hard as people are gonna say. I've got to be real with you, chat. I've got to be real. I don't know. We'll leave football behind after this, I promise. But I don't think England at the Azteca is going to be as hard as people are making it out to be. And I have a reason. I have a reason for thinking that. I don't know if you've been watching many of the World Cup games. Mexico, their fans, fucking booing their own side quite a lot. You know? They boo the Mexican team when they're not happy with them, right? That is all we need. If we can just force some errors that cause the Azteca to just start fucking booing the Mexican national team, that home advantage turns into a home disadvantage very quickly. Imagine that. Imagine all these Mexican footballers having their entire country booing them as we're out playing them. We don't even need to be ahead. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think we've got them. I think we've got them this time round. Chat. Why is there a white humanoid figure watching you? They're not. What about your New York stream? Yeah, chat, can I be real with you? When I started streaming, I had a lot of people saying to me, like, thank you. Like, which was really sweet. But they were saying, oh, thank you for streaming again. And I told them at the time, like, I'm only doing it because I enjoy it. I don't stream if I don't enjoy streaming, you know? And honestly, I just couldn't be bothered. I was in New York. I was having a really good time. I was, seeing my friends. The end. I didn't want to stream. But I've just got back. I've just beat jet lag. And the first thing I wanted to do was get on stream with you guys. The song is out on Spotify. We should talk about this. We should talk about the new song. Yes, chat. As of today, there will be a new Lovejoy song in the world. A beautiful new Lovejoy song. Beautiful new Lovejoy song out in the world. It's Wasted Summer. I don't know how many of you guys have been keeping up with the old Lovejoy stuff, but there is a new song coming out in. If you're in the UK, it's coming out in 3 hours on every platform. It's got a music video coming with it, quote unquote new. Yes, we've had this song for a while. We wrote it in 2024. In fact, all of the songs on this EP were written 2024, 2025. So they're all fairly like One Simple Trick-esque in the sort of reams in the realm of that writing. But yeah, we wrote Wasted Summer, and it was always called Alphabet for ages. And then you guys, the fans, started calling it Wasted Summer. So we changed the name to Wasted Summer, and we all missed the name. So we brought it back to Alphabet brackets. Alphabet parentheses Wasted Summer. And yeah, it's an old song. It's an old song. We didn't release it with One Simple Trick for a couple of reasons. The first being that it didn't fit the vibe of One Simple Trick. One Simple Trick is an album that has a very sort of tight theme. At least I like to hope it does. The message in One Simple Trick is very close to my heart, and it's very... I try and tell it very simply, but in like a poetic way. And Wasted Summer didn't really fit. Neither did Curse These Metal Hands, neither did The Vows, neither did Snake Oil. So what we have is, we have 4 songs that we really like, but that didn't fit anywhere onto One Simple Trick, and that's what this EP is about. Yeah, and Wasted Summer's the first one to drop. We didn't drop it with the album for another reason too, and that was because it just wasn't ready. The song wasn't ready. The writing was fully done. We were very happy with the way it was structured. We were very happy with the chord progression, with the lyrics. You know, everything was very solidly built. But the production, we couldn't find the words. We couldn't find the niche. It was very well produced when we got like that first draft back. It was very well done, but there was something missing from our original like concept, and like it went through so many cycles. We sent it in, we brought it back, we sent it in, we brought it back. We did so much with this song, and we couldn't find that fucking the niche, the little the hook, and finally we got it. We got it finally in 2026. Why did you tease the song for 2 years? That's why. That's why I teased the song for 2 years, because we couldn't find... We'd written it, and we were perfectly happy with how it sounded structurally. We just couldn't get it to sound right on headphones. But now we have. We're very happy with it, and I hope you enjoy what we've got, and I hope this is an example of how much effort we put into this shit, because man, it's pretty much been my thoughts for years. People always ask me when we release a new thing, they're like, oh, you must be so excited for the release, oh, you must be so hyped, and it's like, I'm excited for you guys to hear it. I'm excited to hear what you guys think about it. If you guys want to share your thoughts, we've got the Lovejoy subreddit, LVJY. We've got, you can send me a fucking story of you going, "Hey!" on Instagram, and I'll go, "Hey!" And it's like, so like, yeah, there's loads of ways you can let me know what you think of the song. That excites me. That excites me a lot. But I always describe releasing music is a bit like taking a dump. It's like, it was like eating was great, the food was great, putting it all together was hard in my stomach, and then the poo comes out. Yeah, Unk, play GeoGuessr. I don't know, Today I'm not feeling too GeoGuessr-y. I don't know. I'm feeling just hours of talking today. I'm feeling just this is going to be just the talking stream. This is going to be the one where I just fucking chat. It's going to be the one where I just fucking have a little go. I'm just going to talk. I'm just going to see. Stop telling me to do a backflip, bro. I can't do a fucking backflip. Mods, do we... This isn't targeted at you, backflip person. But mods, do we have slow mode? So, because I keep seeing the same fucking messages in chat over and over again. Get him out of here. Get him out with the... Stop saying do a backflip! I will kill you. I will kill you. I will find you and I will get you. I will get you. I'm going to get you. I'm going to find you. Did you see Wilberfoot in Warsaw? No. There is somewhere... When I next go to Warsaw, I really want to go to the fucking brick wall. Which has somehow become some kind of creepy-ass shrine. Which, I say it's creepy, I'm really flattered by it, but it is a little bit scary. I want you to imagine, like, hundreds of people doing this for you, and tell me if you'd be a bit scared, too. But it's like, when I was a teenager, I went to Warsaw, and it was my first time in Warsaw, and I found someone had written in a marker pen, it wasn't me, I'd like to add, it wasn't me, someone had written, "This guy was here," in a marker pen on this brick wall, and I thought it was just really funny, because it was like, it's like overlooking the old town of Warsaw in like the one of the few is like the 1950s old town. And Polish people and people from Europe just go there and they write they were there now. And it's like a weird Wilbur shrine in Warsaw. And I want to go and see it, and I want to go and take a picture with it. So, yeah, that would be the next thing I do when I go there. I hate how you say Bobber accent, say it correctly. I literally don't care if you hate that. Literally doesn't bother me at all. You can hate whatever you want. Orange goo. Yeah, he's the propulsion gel today from Portal we've gone for. There he is. I'm getting good at pointing where he is now. I'm becoming an expert at it. When does Wasted Summer come out? What time? It comes out at midnight, wherever you are in the world. If you're in the UK, it's coming out in 3 hours. If you're in America, it's coming out, or in the East Coast, it's coming out in about 9. If you're on the West Coast, it's coming out in about 11 hours. But it will be by the time, exactly 12 hours from now, it'll be out wherever you are. Unless you're in like Hawaii, or Alaska, or somewhere like that. Wilbur's so based, I wish British people were real. No one has ever wished that, ever. You're a liar. Do a Portal stream. I've played Portal too many times. I can't do that. I can't do that, man. Please play a song from the new EP, Will. I don't know. See, the thing is, the songs are coming out so soon. The songs are coming out so soon, and like, I'd like to do an acoustic like performance at some point, but every time I play acoustic guitar, I listen to it back, and like my voice is so loud and the guitar is so quiet. We can still do some music later today. I'll still play some songs, but I don't know if I'll play any of the new stuff yet. I want to save that. I want to save that for a proper stream, you know? You sound even more British than before. Yeah, it's because of the World Cup. It's that literally, if we win the World Cup, it will fix this country. England will be saved if we win the World Cup. So I'm feeling especially patriotic. You know. I left England 3 weeks ago to go to Canada, and I left Keir Starmer was the Prime Minister, and now I've come back and we don't even have a Prime Minister. We don't even have one. He's gone. So the whole country's changed since I've been gone. So I think I need to lock into my Britishness. You need to pray to beat Okoa. He's a demon between the sticks. I took a picture of him in New York. Hold on. Hold on. It's funny you mentioned Okoa. Am I saying his name right? Where is he? Where is he? Do I not have it? I just have this picture of a van that says David. That's all I've got. I don't have... Okay, I saw him, I promise. I promise. Play Portrait of a Blank Slate. Okay, I will do that at the end of the stream. I'll do a little acoustic Portrait of a Blank Slate. Fisher, yeah, you missed it, actually. 20 minutes ago, everyone was telling me how much they hate it. Everyone was telling me how bad the fish shirt was. And you know what? I agree. I was just winding you up. Be Prime Minister. Yeah, alright, hold on. I'll be back in a minute. I just need to go pull some strings. There's a part of me that would love to get into politics, you know. Ooh. Hey, I'm down here now. Maybe I'll be really small. Maybe I'll be down here. Yeah, I think I'd quite enjoy doing politics, you know. I think the problem is I'm a bit too misanthropic. I think I'm too... people, I find it quite hard to like people, you know. Like, oh, that's so edgy! Oh, that's the cringest thing I've said. Ignore that. Ignore everything I... Pretend I didn't say that. Let me change that. I think the general public tends to have a very different way of being than I do. Does that make sense? That's still quite edgy. Oh, fine, I'll be Prime Minister. Fuck it, I take it all back. I'm going to be Prime Minister. I'll do it. I'll be the last one. I'm going to be the Prime Minister of England, and I'm going to abolish the position. I'll be the final Prime Minister of the UK. I'm going to become Prime Minister, and I'll abolish the position. And I don't know. Maybe we'll become statists. Maybe we'll start like every county has its own laws and has its own leader. Make it the ununited kingdom. Fun fact, did you know that in the native language of its country, the United Kingdom has the longest name? So I'll explain that better. So every country calls themselves different names in their own language, right? Spain is España and stuff like that. In the longest name in its native language, United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. I'm going to make it the ununited Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Hashtag Wilbur for president. Are you still goated with the sauce? Of course, man. As soon as I stop being a white boy with a little bit of swag busting it down sexual style, you will be the first one to know. Pog 2026. Yeah, it's coming back. I'm bringing it back. How are you coping during the heat wave? I have air conditioning, so I'm fine. This building, I've got aircon going right now. We're a lovely 17 degrees in here. It's quite pleasant, actually. I've been going swimming a lot. I've got my paddle boarding. For those of you that don't know, I'm a big fan of swimming. I'm a huge sea swimmer. I'm like a sperm cell. I'm swimming all around. And I love it. And so that's kind of what I do all day. I swim in the heat. It's really nice. Thoughts on Denmark? Oh, okay. I can give you... Denmark, I love. My first time in Denmark, I stayed with this Danish couple. Again, this was when I was a teenager. This was the same trip I went to Warsaw, actually. It was interrailing. And I went to Denmark, and I stayed just outside Copenhagen in, like, those, like, sprawling suburban copy-paste brick houses that you guys like to do in North Central Europe, like Denmark. The Netherlands isn't really central, but, you know, like, sort of those Dutch, Danish kind of brick Lego houses. We have them too in England, in like parts of the UK. And yeah, I stayed with this Danish couple, and they were really nice. They were about 30 odd, and they were just really sweet, and it was just a really nice place, and they were like checking up on me, and they brought me food. So my memories of Denmark are very, very pleasant. So expensive. You guys have too much money, and and so every time I go there, I have to eat really cheap. I have to like figure out how to save money. And you want to know something? I was doing a ranking with my friends recently. We were trying to figure out which country has like the least stereotypically nice environment, right? And so for Asia, we chose Bahrain. Qatar, sorry, because Bahrain's got some lovely nature. We chose Qatar, right? Because Qatar's highest peak... Google, if you have time right now, Google Qatar's highest peak. Just do it. Just do it for me. Just Google highest point in Qatar. Wait, let me bring it up as well. Highest point in Qatar. Here we go. Let me show you the highest point in all of Qatar. Give me a sec. Whoa, what have I done? I wasn't set up for showing my screen today. Oh, stop doing that. Here we go. Here we go. Highest point in all of Qatar. Where have I gone? I don't know, but this is the highest point in Qatar. So naturally we picked that. And you asked me what my opinion on Denmark is. I didn't want to give you the boring one, which is, I love it. It's really pleasant and splendid, and I've always had a nice time there. I wanted to give you something edgy. So my edgy answer is, Denmark, in my opinion, has the stereotypically least impressive environment. And I want to be proven wrong. I want to be proven wrong. If you can prove me wrong, I would love you to. I would love you to. But my memory of Denmark is that it's very flat, lots of grass. It used to have some forests, now it's got some houses. Disagree or agree? Disagree or agree? What do you think? England, the United Kingdom. Yeah, we're not exactly beautiful here. I mean, our biggest mountain is fucking tiny. But, like, we got the Lake District. I'm right next to the Southern Downs. It's quite nice, you know? I'd say maybe the UK can compete, but the UK is pretty terrible. And we're talking environment here, right? We're talking environment. And you can't forget, the UK's environment has inspired many great pieces of art. And so has the Danish environment. Look, it's a silly discussion. There's no root in anything I'm saying. Thoughts on Turkey? Love it. It's crazy. It's so eclectic. It like culturally eclectic. You can feel that city has just been like conquered and influenced by so many different millions of people through history. That's from Istanbul, at least. I haven't been outside Istanbul, so I can't comment on the rest of Turkey. Ever been to Kent? You mean the Garden of England? Alright, let's move on. I hate whenever we go down discussions of like places, everyone always says like, what do you think of where I'm from? What do you think of where I'm from? Bro, no one cares. No one cares where you're from. No one cares. I'm not answering anymore. No more questions about where we are. YouTube videos, yes. Here's the thing, chat. I need ideas. Because my production company are on a break. As they are allowed to, and they were the ones who kind of do all the emailing and stuff for me. They do all the pre-production planning, the stuff that I suck at. You know, every video you've seen where I'm like, even the one where I go to the most northern point in Norway, which is like hardly a dangerous video. It's just me driving up a road and getting to a mountain, right? Still gotta do a fucking risk assessment. We gotta do all this stuff, and then thinking about, why am I still down here? And like thinking about like that Canada one where I went to the orb. That was so many risk assessments. I had to get a fucking helicopter payment for fuel. I can't do all that stuff. I get so like fucking about all this like production stuff that like, yeah, I had to I need the production company. I need the production company because they help me a lot, and they're on break. So I'm in a lull, and I need some help. Forklift license. Did it get enough likes? I haven't checked. Let me have a look. Let me check my likes. Did we get? Was it 15,000? 10,000 likes. That's fucking good. Thank you, chat. But it's not enough for the forklift license. Tell your friends. I can't start going back on my own promises. Just for that. Merch anytime soon? Potentially. Is Alphabet Wasted Summer basically the ABCs of rock? No. The name is a deep, complex one. It's very complicated for us. It's not. It's that when we were writing it, we were doing an ABC writing structure, which is where we went part A, which is the beep, 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 and then B is the do 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 do, and then C would be the money paid for. Those, it just goes A B C A B C A B C, and we love the name. We love the name Alphabet. It's a cool name, so that's why it came from. You're so loud, and you're fucking listening. All right. Can you play Chameleon Game? What's Chameleon Game? Oh, what's it called? Friendslop. I've already played it. What's it called? It's a Friendslop game. Chameleon. Chat, help me out. Come on. I've also put low latency on. Holy Unk posture. Unk, fixed your posture. Sorry, is this better? What's it called? Mecha Chameleon. Someone spelt it like Mecha with 2 C's. Like, you gotta go to Saudi Arabia to be a chameleon. Yeah, Mecha Chameleon. I've played it. It's good. Friendslop. High quality Friendslop. I enjoy it. Would I play it on stream? I don't know. Maybe. I haven't played video games on stream in ages. One Simple Trick CD anytime soon. Bruh, I don't think we've even done vinyl. And that's like first. We'll do vinyl before CDs, I expect, right? Scrabble. I would smash Scrabble. I would do some big Scrabble moves. If you let me. What's your favourite continent? Jesus, I'm not that boring, chat. I don't have a favourite continent. I'll say Antarctica to be funny. Or Zealandia. That's a fun one. I'll say Zealandia is my favourite continent. I've never been. Who's your favourite Beatle? I'm a bit of a Paul McCartney guy, personally. I think I like Lennon. I like what he's, putting down. I think Yoko is misunderstood. I think Paul McCartney, though, has to take the biscuit. He's very good. I listen to Paul McCartney more than... I was listening to Temporary Secretary on the way here. Temporary Secretary. So I think I'd be Paul McCartney, but I haven't thought too much about it. Paul McCartney has some real shito songs though as well, so I can't really talk. I think John Lennon's got stronger hits, and Harrison and Ringo are great. I mean, Harrison is a genius, and Ringo is the best session drummer you've ever heard. I'm pretty sure he said that. I'm pretty sure that I'm quoting him there. You should play Minecraft. No one said that. That's crazy. No one has said I should. You're alone in that one. You're alone there. Background music where? It's there. You just turn your volume up, mate. I can turn it up a little bit. Anyone chat? Anyone want me to turn it up? Look, okay, here's the thing, chat. I've asked you for video ideas, and you've given me loads of video games. But and I know we're all gamers here, and genuinely, I actually, we'll get to this. I need to put a pin. My brain's going to boop. Remember that pin, chat. Shout the pin when I end up forgetting. Right? I have been really enjoying talking about stuff. Do you know what I mean? My channel, the channel you're watching this on right now, is just full of videos where I'm just waffling. I'm just waffling to camera about stuff I find interesting. That's my shit right now. That inspires joy. That's what's getting me. I love cornering my friends and just telling them facts and trivia about the world, right? And fucking, they're all losing their minds at me. They're all bored of it. So I need to tell people. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm making fucking hyphen loving, oversharing pop science videos. Pen off the wall. Bink! I want to make a gaming channel. But the problem is, chat, it wouldn't be Minecraft. I don't want to make a Minecraft gaming channel. But the problem is, chat, I have too much to do. I'm already doing so much. I don't have the time, and I don't know if the channel would make enough money to warrant me hiring a team to help me make it. You know what I mean? I could do it if I had an editor, and I could just film my stuff, do what I'm doing now, film it, throw it over to an editor, and then be done, and then that gets handled, that gets uploaded, they take a cut of the money, fine. That would be perfect, but I'm too employed. I'm too employed. I've got too many things I've got to do. I'm streaming, I'm fucking making YouTube videos, I'm writing songs, I'm writing solo songs, I'm releasing music, I'm going on fucking tours, I'm playing shows. I don't know how I could do. Elodie is also very employed by me. She's very much working on Lovejoy. Elodie is, for those of you who don't know, the editor of all the Lovejoy stuff. She does all the socials. She's, in my opinion, the best editor I know in the world. She is. I actually, let me rant about Elodie real quick. She's never going to see this, so I'm not going to feel awkward about this. Elodie is one of the most important editors of the early 2020s by a long way in terms of YouTube and internet content, which, let's be frank, that's what most people eat. That's what most people are consuming nowadays. No one's watching fucking TV shows. No one's watching fucking movies unless they're online. In terms of YouTube and social media, Elodie is the most important editor that has been in the 2020s. If you have watched a YouTuber, in my sphere especially, but in even outside of my sphere, in the last 6 years, you have seen something Elodie has made. I am 100% sure. If you've seen Your New Boyfriend, that comedy song I made, you have watched something Elodie edited. If you have seen fucking The Sorry Boys, you have seen something me and Elodie edited. If you've seen the countless billions of views videos that Elodie has taken part in, you have seen her editing. She is quite frankly she's not being given this work out of luck. She's very skillful. She's one of the best, like, pattern recognizing, hard-working people I know, and she deserves all of the love. And I'm never gonna fucking overload her with fucking, hey, I'm doing a gaming channel again. Come edit for me, Elodie. Come on. It'd be like, that would be bonkers. That would be bonkers. She's editing the fucking Wasted Summer music video. If you're gonna watch this Wasted, she directed and edited it. I did a little bit. I did the subtitles, but I helped with the idea. But it's Elodie's fucking work. Dub, definitely an Elodie dub, through and through. She's also a moderator on this chat. How does she do it? How does she do it? When we were watching the England game last night, she came over and was editing while watching the England game. That's how she doesn't stop. Do you miss the Sorry Boys? Oh my god, yes. Sorry as a channel was like my kind of like, that was, I felt I came into my fucking element. It was like meditation. I don't know what it is. Doing that kind of improv, like on camera, like doing the ideas and like chatting on the way there, coming up with storylines, getting in and just putting on this mask and just fucking going. I flourished, bro. I fucking bloomed out there. I was so close to like fucking finding that niche, and I'm not stopping. Like all you people saying "aw," like unless you're saying "aw" to the LT stuff, but like all you people saying "aw," nah, I'm not stopping. Like my plan for my 30s is I'm gonna start doing an improv channel. I already know. I've talked about this before. I've already chatted with people, like YouTubers that I want to work with and stuff, and they're down. There's a lot of people who I know. They're not all YouTubers actually. Some are just like really funny friends that I know, and some of them aren't down. Some of them haven't responded. Some of them I haven't asked yet. Most of them I haven't asked yet, actually. But yeah, I've got plans. I want to do Sorry, because I don't know if you guys knew, but like I edited most of the Sorry videos with Elodie. Me and Elodie did almost all of them, and so it's like that edit was so fun. I loved all that theatre burr. I've always loved that thing. Man. It's great. Please tell me David's involved. I haven't asked David. David would be great, but the problem is he's such a like quiet person now. You know, he's like to himself. He's like, so he actually. Oh, congrats to David. He's just finished university. He went back to uni recently, and he's just finished. So congrats, David from House for doing that. What a legend. Do a drinking stream. Maybe. Oh, I did a fucking weed podcast. Did you guys see? So, I fucking hell. My fucking. I did I did fucking. I went on the Horseshoe Theory podcast recently with a couple of friends of mine, Dreg and Art Chad, and they're very intelligent. Like some of the most like. I don't know, just like sharp people that I've had the pleasure of spending time around, and their entire studio is just full of these incredibly sharp and like very direct, very real people, like very sort of real, and they're all like an art collective. I would call them political satirists. They're like it's not just YouTubers, you know. They have like journalists like critique and stuff in there. It's very cool. Very cool space, and I really like spending time there. And that's actually, I went to go see him again recently. It was really nice. And I helped Dreg pick out new clothes. He wanted me to help him. He wanted big pants. he wanted these. He wanted the. Hold on, I'm wearing them now. He wanted big pants because it is fun. He wanted the big pants. So I went out with him in Toronto, and we picked out some clothes, and he was he was so happy. He loved it. But yeah, I went on the Horseshoe Theory podcast, which you can Google, search it up if you want to watch it, and I smoked weed on it. I got high with Dreg. Weed stream. I can't. It's illegal in the UK. Also, I also have a bit of a thing with it. I don't know if I want to encourage people to start smoking weed. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not going to kill you. Like, I'm not sat here being like, watch out, the devil's lettuce. But, like, for real, like, if you're a young person watching this, like, weed ain't going to kill you. It ain't gonna like, you know, it ain't gonna ruin you, but it definitely hurts you in slow motion. You know, it's illegal. What? Yeah, in the UK, it's very illegal. God, that's crazy. I assume you're American. It's crazy that like an American can't believe weed is illegal. Because when I was like in like the 2010s, even it was like it was seen as an incredibly illegal thing in America, and now it's just like everyone's like, yeah, you know, everyone's like, yeah, cool. Will you ever do a wine stream again? I did on this channel at the end of the year. It's called Let's Chat, and it's yeah. Why would weed be illegal? I don't know. Productivity. It damages productivity. It takes away quite a lot. But I don't know, man. I'm not here for the politics of weed. I'm just here to tell you. I'm here to give you sage advice. If you're a young person, really look into what weed does before you get into it. Really look into it. You know. You wore the big pants for the Toronto show. Maybe I inspired him there. Maybe that's why. Play the new Lovejoy song right now in full to build hype. Alright, what are you, my marketing exec? Alright, guys, I'm not going to be talking about former people who I worked with on this stream. Alright, you got to stop bringing them up. You got to stop asking, because it's not fair. You know, I appreciate that they've, you know, moved on, and I'm not gonna start bringing them up here. So don't ask questions about that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna give you a reaction. Please continue the ARG. What do you mean it's done? It's like I can't continue something that had a really clear-cut ending. You know what I mean? I can't. If something has like, I think I die at the end of the ARG. Don't know. Like, what happens? What happens? Because I know obviously the full thing in the back of my head, but like, what was like forward facing? You know, what was it was all a dream. What was forward facing in the ARG? I think I do die at the end, right? Someone can tell me. Do a sequel, a new ARG. Do you think? Here's the thing, chat. I don't know if I'm actually good at making ARGs. When will you fix? Very soon. I don't know if I'm actually able to, you know, make a good fucking ARG, because the problem is, right, everyone like MatPat made a documentary about my fucking ARG, which was the weird that came so out of nowhere. I did not expect that. He didn't he'd messaged me on Twitter. I remember this was like years ago, and I didn't use Twitter because I was way ahead of the curve. And I remember he fucking he DM'd me on Twitter like asking for my advice, and I didn't see it. And then the first thing I heard about this MatPat like documentary was seeing it and watching it, and I watched it on stream. That was very surreal. But I chatted with them afterwards. I chatted with MatPat, and his he has like an ARG guy who I assume put him onto me. And I chatted with the ARG guy, and he was asking me questions like, he was like, "Can you help us make an ARG?" And he was like asking for my like knowledge of hex stuff, like hex codes, and like all this like CSS and like basically coding, programming stuff and things like that. And I remember thinking like, ooh, I don't know what any of this means. I'm a storyteller. I think I like telling stories, and ARGs are a really fun, creepy analog horror way of telling a story. But the technical aspect of them, I'm not good at. I have no idea how to do the technical aspect, and that kind of is what fucked up the first ARG. I think that's what did it. You know, Will, forgive me. I connected to a Kiribati VPN to listen to Alphabet early. Do whatever you want. Genuinely, you can, as long as you listen to my music, you can pirate it, you can fucking illegally stream. I don't care. It's fucking art. You're supposed to enjoy it. It's not supposed to be hidden. It's not supposed to be like dangled in front of you until you hand me $1. That's not what this is about. Go listen to it however you want, in whatever way you want. I don't care. All right. Just do analog horror without the ARG. I'd love to. That's a really good idea. That would be great. I'd really enjoy that. Wilbur, will you live to 80 and get a pension? God, no. Not with my fucking body. I'm like so racked with disease. I'm such a fucking diseased guy in the low key. I ain't making it past 60. Unk is not living till he's 80, dog. Tell you what, I'd love to make it to 97. I'd love to make it to 97 because that's the next time an eclipse happens in the UK. And I want to see that. I want to see an eclipse fall over the country. That would be cool. That would be nice. I lost my voice. Any tips to help, King? It's so boring. The bore is drink water and shut up. Drink water and shut up. That's the two things. Every time you speak, every time you clear your throat, the folds of your vocal cords are bashing into each other and connecting, right? And if you even so much as go, you've connected your vocal cords, and every time they connect, they're not able to repair. They're not able to repair. They're not able to get hydrated properly. The Folds? Question mark. That's my new band, The Folds. Yeah, so every time you're connecting your vocal cords, they're not able to heal or hydrate properly. Now, here's this crazy other thing. Water doesn't touch your vocal cords when you drink it. You ever thought to yourself, I need to drink some water? I need to drink some water because your voice hurts? Good thought, but it's not going to help instantly. Water takes hours to cycle all the way around your body and back up to hydrating your vocal cords. Gasp! I know! Steam. Hot steam. If you can handle hot steam, that's good for your voice. What I always like to do, it's kind of fucking intense, I will warn you. This is the intense version of steaming your voice. It's what most people do. I'm not saying it like I'm a bad man. I'm just saying, if you're a bit ill and you've lost your voice, this might be overkill. I get a big fucking bowl of just like scalding hot water. Get a kettle, fill the kettle with water as high as it can go. Boil it until it's fucking steam spewing out of it. Pour the bowl. Put it in your lap in a towel so it doesn't burn you. Another towel over your head and press your face into that steam. Like just your nose is just an inch away from it, and then deep breaths. It's called box breathing. 4 in, 4 out. 4 in, hold, 4 out. 4 in, hold, 4 out. Really good for anxiety too. Do that with steam. It's gonna kill. It's gonna hurt. Your face is like red raw, like your nostrils will sting, your lungs will feel like they're full of water. It sucks. But I tell you what, if you've ever seen me perform live and I've been ill, I've been doing that. And I tell you what, it's very good for like getting all the gunk out your face, man. It's absolutely wonderful. Do you like fucking dinosaurs? I like looking at them. I like looking at the dinosaurs. I'm not so sure about fucking them. Play screensaver. I'm going to play portrait at the end of the stream. That's your gift. Alright, that's your gift. Put a pin. You got to remind me of the pin. That's the portrait pin. Call it the portrait pin. Are you drunk, maybe? No. No. This is just how I am. This is how I am. All the time. I'm just kind of... I very much... I've always had people ask me if I'm on substances. And I'll tell you. I'll tell you if I'm on a substance. Did you hear they're thinking of discontinuing the brown M&M? Yes, because she's all for me. No one else has allowed her. Do you like the front bottoms? Yeah, of course. I love the front bottoms. I think they're great. Sir, bring back the moustache. You are on your own with that request. I don't think anyone else agrees with you there. I don't think anyone else wants me to bring back the moustache. How is your skin so good? Thank you. That's very sweet of you. It's just regular moisturizing and sunscreen. I've been wearing sunscreen like religiously since I was like 14, so that's probably what's doing it. Learn to shave, please. Yeah, you've seen it? Is there one there too? There's normally one here. Is it there? I can't look. I think I've got one here too. Yeah, I suck at screaming. I suck at screaming! Ah! I suck at streaming so bad. I suck at streaming so bad. Do you like Jeff Buckley? Yeah, I do. I think he's a very good writer. Please don't bite me. Don't worry, I have no idea who you are, and I never will. I want to dance music. I want to dance music, man. Well, you just fucking go and do it, bro. You don't need me. Any noteworthy movies lately? I'm not the biggest. You know what? I'm not the biggest movie guy. I was really into films when I was younger. But like, I watched, like, I remember when I was 17, I watched the entire top 100 IMDb. I went through the entire thing, and it was fun. I had nothing better to do, and I went through the entire thing. And a lot of those movies had a huge effect on me when I was young. They influenced a lot of my personality and my interests, and my even my vocabulary and stuff came from movies and books I was reading in that time. But I kind of just stopped. I don't know why. I just got into video games. I like video games, man. I like having control in the story I'm watching, you know? I really like having control in the story. Bro was unemployed at 17. I was. You're right. Favorite Arctic Monkeys song? Good question. I have two answers. It's The View from the Afternoon and Perfect Sense. The very first and the very last songs on their official albums. And that's just a coincidence. I think The View from the Afternoon, I've been constantly trying to find that ability to do this, you know? To do this. If you go back and forth between two chords, maybe less lame chords, you see how it's teasing? It's teasing something. And then you have that fucking release. The View from the Afternoon does that release better than any song. It's so good that, and she won't be surprised, and she won't be shocked. It's so good. It feels like my life is opening in front of me. And Perfect Sense, I think, is the most, like, perfect description of the Arctic Monkeys. The song Perfect Sense. It's just so, like, it's so parasocial. I just hear it and I'm like, I understand, Alex. You know, I'm like, Mr. Turner, I get it, Alex. I get it. You know, it's just like it's maybe one day it'll all make occasionally it'll all make perfect sense to him. You know, and it's like, oh, I get you. Sometimes it does. It does. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? It's a crazy, like, you know, life's a crazy thing. And I Perfect Sense is one of those songs that emotionally speaks to me so much. It's great. I mean, the Arctic Monkeys are one of the few bands that haven't, like, disappointed me. I don't know. I mean, you guys, I don't need to go into why I'm saying this, but, like, most of the bands I grew up with, who I idolized and who I loved, all kind of disappointed me in quite a lot of ways, and I'm really sad because I used to love a lot of the bands that I grew up listening to, but now I find a lot of them quite hard to listen to, and the Arctic Monkeys are one of those rare ones where they never really, you know, they've always sort of been there in a very strong manner, and I very much do like really respect everything about them. I think their last album is Wilbur, are you a gorgeous lesbian? I'm pretty sure there's a next line to that quote. Yeah, so the Arctic Monkeys I kind of love because they've always kind of been there for me. Do you know, it's that kind of that's cringe, but it's like they've always been kind of like a really solid band for me. I remember, This is gossip. Are you ready for gossip? God, you know me, I love gossip. There's a fucking band we almost worked with in 2021 who I will not say, but they are huge. They are a big band, and it would have been a huge deal for Lovejoy. It was when we just started out, 2021. We released Are You Alright, and there was like a bit of noise around us. And I remember this big band. Spill the tea, I'm about to. There's this big band that we were going to work with, who we all very much enjoyed. And they wanted us to work with them, they wanted us to come on tour with them, and it was like, it would have been huge, it would have been a huge deal. And And they said that we could only come on tour with them if we helped promote their NFT line. And, yeah. That made me sad. Because I really used to like them. And it was like, I was like, at the time, just like, ooh, I don't want to promote your NFTs. And they didn't go with us. They didn't go with us because we didn't want to promote their NFTs. But, man, saved your rep by saying, no, it's not about reputation. It's not about reputation. It's about just fucking, that's not what I want to do. I just don't want to be promoting NFTs. Reputation aside, that's not, you know, yeah. Do you have a theme song? What does that mean? Fun fact, I can give you a fun fact about people with theme songs. When I was, when the guy after Andrew Jackson, was it Van Buren? I think it was Van Buren was after Jackson, right? Was it Van Buren? Who came after Jackson? Who came after Andrew Jackson? Yeah, Van Buren. Van Buren, right? Have you guys heard the presidential, like, marching song? It's like... That's the French national anthem. What's the one, Hail to the Chief? You know Hail to the Chief? The American Hail to the Chief? It's like, it is kind of like the French. You know, Hail to the Chief. That, it's not that. That's not the French song. That was written because Van Buren's wife was really mad that people were paying more attention to Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson wasn't president anymore, but he was such a cult of personality, he was such a strong character, that even after his presidency, people still were more interested in Andrew Jackson than Van Buren. So they wrote that song so that every time Martin Van Buren walked in, the president, they would play that song, and it was his wife ordered it so that people would pay attention to him. That's his theme song. Maybe I need a theme song, you know? Will, can you hand me a beer? Yeah, sure. There are no beers. Oh my god. There's no beers? What the frick? What the frick? There's no beers in the building. I was gonna crack open a cold one. But there's none. I've been let down. This is a fucking music studio, for fuck's sake, and there's no beers. How can you be in a fucking music studio with no beers? This sucks. There is pear juice. Don't worry, there is pear juice. There's also Monster. I'm not drinking the white Monster today. I don't want to create a third. No Stella Artois. Something unplugged. Yeah, it's all right. No one will notice. Have you ever written poetry? Of course. That's kind of what I do in my spare time. I don't know if it is poetry. I wouldn't quite. That's quite a grand term. I don't know if I'd go as far as to say it's poetry. It's thoughts. Thoughts that only really make sense to me. It's written in a way that only makes sense to me. Stream beeping. What do you mean stream beeping? What does that mean? You're scaring me. Have you ever thought of doing voice acting? No, but it sounds fun. I wouldn't mind doing it. Did you get on minoxidil? No. Although, I tell you what, next, I should go to a dermatologist soon, just so they can look at my hair. Because I've been very transparent before. I don't want to lose my hair, right? Male pattern baldness does not sound fun. It sounds like, it sounds like something that would make me lose a bit of the way I, present myself. Lose a bit of my, what's the word? Expression. I would lose a manner of expression. So when I do go to a dermatologist and get it done, then I will let you know. I will say hello. I will say hello. I'm on the pills that make you not lose your hair anymore. I'll let you know. I'll tell you. Will, what time tomorrow are you dropping your song? It's dropping no matter where you are in the world at midnight. No matter where you are, it's dropping at midnight. Simple as. Joe drank them all. Probably Mark more than Joe, man. Wilbur has a bald spot. You tell me. Do I? Let me know. Do I? I'm gonna have to trust you, chat. No, yes, no, yeah, yes, yes, no, kind of, it's coming. Maybe so. Maybe I'll use one of those sprays. You know those sprays that hide your scalp? I could do that. It's starting! It's starting! Why are you lying? He does. It's huge, says Samantha. Alright, Samantha. It's over. It might be. It might be. I swear, like, I'm thinning here. Is where most of the thinning's like in there. That's where the thinning is actually happening. But then I can't see the back of my head, so maybe it is really bad. It's just the way your hair pattern grows. That's the most concerning thing you could say. If you'd said to me, yeah, you're balding, ha ha ha, I'd go, ha ha ha, whatever. But if you go, hey man, it's just the way your hair pattern grows. I'm like, no, it's over. It's over. The clock is ticking. It is, and it is for you as well. All of you in the chat, the clock is ticking. We're all on the same planet together, you know? Everyone only gets about 80 odd years. How lucky that we're all alive at the same time as each other, huh? But the clock's ticking. It's ticking for all of us. Ticking for you. It's ticking for me. And you know what? Clock strikes 12. Midnight arrives. And sharpen your knives. I'm not in pain. I don't know who might have told you that, but it's false. It's not true. That wasn't funny. Okay. Go find someone who is. Please, can I have a monster? Nah, you gotta go find them yourself. Wilbur, do you know you have a podcast? I don't. Do I? Thing is, podcasts just kind of sometimes drop. Like, I'll go on, like, it's been a while since I've gone on interviews and podcasts. I've sort of haven't felt like quite emotionally ready for like a podcast or an interview, you know, for a while. And I've started to kind of come out of my shell a bit more now. And I didn't realize how little communication there is sometimes. Like yeah. I just suddenly, sometimes I'll just open YouTube and it'll just be my face. And I'm like, oh, okay, there I am. Give us all your monsters. What inspired you to start playing an instrument? Other people playing instruments did. I saw them doing it and I went, damn, that looks fun. And so I decided to try. I started with a ukulele. I started with a baritone uke, which is just a guitar with the low bass strings missing. And yeah, that's where I started. I started out with a baritone ukulele, and then I moved on up to an acoustic guitar, and it was hard. It was a lot of work, and but you can do it. It's easier than you'd think. You know, it's easier than you'd think. What monster flavors dom you? How long will this stream go on for? Don't know, till I'm done. I normally go for about 2 hours ish, don't I? I'm pretty good at. Wait, when was the last time? I forgot what I was looking for. Oh my god. I'm fucking, my brain, dude. My brain is fucked. I was looking for something and I completely forgot what I was looking for. Wilbur, you remind me of my uncle. He sounds like a cool guy. Sounds like a cool ass dude. Oh, how long the last stream was? Yeah, it was it's 2 hours. One of them went for 2.5. Yeah. What's your opinion on opera? I don't really have one. I've never watched it, never seen it. You look like my guitar teacher. He sounds like a cool guy too. Unk getting senile. Yeah, sometimes, man. Sometimes I feel like it. Do you know your personality type? I actually had J-Rec from the Horseshoe Theory podcast trying to give me my MBTI, and it sounds to me a bit weird because it's like he's very into them. He likes MBTIs, and he was like showing me a website where people have already ranked me, which was really strange. And he was like, apparently people online have decided I'm like an IN something, and I don't know. I genuinely, like, the questions that they always ask are like, do you find you draw energy from being around people or being on your own? And it's like, I don't know. I sleep, I guess. Makes me feel, gives me energy. I don't know. I don't feel like and it's like, and then they're like, well then you're an ambivert. What does that mean? What does being an ambivert mean? ENTJ. See, I don't think I'm a J. See, the one I did understand was J, right? J and P. I'm more of a P, I think, than a J. You know what I mean? Like, I think a P is a bit more my vibe than a J, right? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I genuinely have no idea, and it all sounds a little bit creepy. I always get creeped out by astrology and, like, personality types and things that seem to kettle you into a little spot. It all feels very like, it feels very like I think everyone should be suspicious of, like, simple answers in life, you know, like, oh, you're feeling this way because you're this, or you're this, so that makes you this. I always think that's a bit like, you can just be whoever you want to be, man. You don't need labels. You don't need these fucking, like, you are this, you are this. It's like, we're labeling creatures, human beings, you know, we're creatures designed for, like, you know, saying, oh, this person is a extroverted, intuitive, whatever. It's like, we all like doing that, but it's not actually realistic. It's not. Humans are really good at pattern recognition and like saying this means this and this means this, but it's very rarely, like, actually applicable. So when I hear, like, oh, I'm a, you know, even things like the Enneagram test, I quite like the Enneagram test. I find it quite interesting, but it is definitely just, you know, you feel this way, therefore you are in this group of people, and you feel this way, so you're in this group of people. I always find that kind of stuff a bit icky. I'm always like, I don't know, it feels a bit like you're denying people the chance to self-actuate. You know what I mean? Is that just, am I overthinking it? Is it just silly goofy, and I'm being a boring motherfucker? I don't know. Why Goo Orange? Because he's propulsion gel. Maybe you're new, maybe you've just arrived, but he's propulsion gel today. How's your Sims obsession going? It died a while ago, I'll be honest, my The Sims, I feel like The Sims, you don't really quit, you just take longer and longer breaks. And I'm on a very long break right now because I just can't do the genetic system. It doesn't fucking work. The genetics in The Sims 4 are fucking bugged as hell. It's like, that's the one thing I'm interested in, is making big families. So why would I fucking want the them to not look like each other. Like, they all lose their chins. Like, come on, Sims players, you know what I fucking mean. They all get really wide hips and they lose their chins. And I can't be spending all my time going into fucking, like, typing in fucking cast.full full edit mode to go and fucking drag their chins out again. It's bollocks. I don't want to edit my characters. I want sometimes my fucking dude is like the kid is born and they look like a combination of the dad and the mum, or whoever. It's a science baby, the dad and the dad, whatever, you know? It's like, I don't want these fucking, I don't have to be editing these kids all the time. Do you know what I mean? Like, very... in a video game! How the heck can you read this? It's going so fast. I've been doing this a little while, you know. This is my 5th stream ever. And I think by about stream 2, I was Will you play Tomodachi Life? I've talked about Tomodachi Life before. I find it a bit dull. It's a bit boring. It's not. It's a bit like Mad Libs. You ever played Mad Libs? I think Mad Libs is on the same level as Tomodachi Life. Opinions on gherkins. They're fine. Yeah. Don't have strong opinions one way or the other. Ever had a moment where the saxophones got louder? Okay, I've seen this. I saw this, but I don't know what it means. Someone explain. What is the saxophones getting louder mean? Someone elucidate this to me. Have you seen what happened on the Empire State Building? Yeah, I was there very recently. The fucking dude and that girl climbed it, and then they put up a really vague call to action. Like, I was thinking, if I had the entire world looking at me, you know what I mean? Oh, it means danger's incoming. Okay, I'll go back to that then. If I had the entire world looking at me, and me and my fucking girlfriend climbed up the Empire State Building and put a flag out, I would make sure it said something a bit more actionable. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd make sure it didn't just say, when we beat, like, when the power of love overcomes the love of power, we will be peaceful. Like, yeah. What's my responsibility? You know what I mean? Like, what do I do in that situation? I'd put something like, you know, I'd put something actually that's going to make people think. Something a bit, you know, something a bit dicey. Something that makes people go, oh, starts a conversation maybe. I don't think anyone, it doesn't matter if you're left wing or right wing or you know, whatever your opinions are. You read that sign and you go, yeah. You know what I mean? And then they propose, so it's like, oh, okay, maybe there was another meaning to it. Who knows? Who knows? Girlfriend? Yeah, he had his girlfriend up there. They proposed. What's your favourite pie? Mince. Do you remember anything in Spanish? I love that. I love that. I love how it's changed from do you know anything in Spanish to do you remember? Like, I'm just so decrepit. I'm so decrepit now. I have no ability to recall information the same way as I used to. Sí. No hablo español. Pero español is bueno. Es muy bueno. It's beautiful language. No, I'm not very good at Spanish, is the proper answer to that question. What's your favourite song that's about to be released? Well, I really like Alphabet, which is coming out at midnight, wherever you are. But, it's, I think it's Curse These Metal Hands from this EP. Curse These, just for the lyrics. The Curse These Metal Hands means the most to me lyrically. It's about streaming. Oh, it's about being a public figure in a potentially plastic world. And I'm very happy with the message I put across in that, you know. And it's a good song. I think it's fun. And it's got this really sick ass synth line that's like really like grating. It's like you'll hear it. You'll hear it. You'll like it. Do you miss the Twitch interface, the old Windows one? I got a lot of use out of that. I've seen other streamers start using the Windows 98 stuff that I used to use. So yeah, I feel like I've done it. I feel like I've had a go, you know. I wanted this one to be like a plain cockpit, but we tried it and it was too messy. Maybe I'll keep doing it. I wanted to add like a humidity reading and like an altimeter and stuff. I wanted like crazy levels of like, you know, stuff all over the screen. But it was too messy. It was too messy. Opinion on LARP SMP. Never heard of it, I'm afraid. What are your thoughts on My Chemical Romance? Brilliant. Brilliant band. Unk, will you go back on the Smiler? Maybe? It was great. I love it. It was one of my favourite roller coasters I've ever been on. But I don't know if it was oh yeah, the fucking saxophones. I forgot. When have I felt like I've been in danger? But lots. Lots of times. You want something just like fucking off the cuff? Like, when was I last in danger? Well, I was last on the New York subway. I had a dude like fucking being all weird to me. But that's just because I'm tall. People see a tall guy and they just like immediately take it as an insult sometimes. Like if you get like a fucking short dude who just gets on a train and there's a tall guy stood there, they're like, boo! Boo! And then it's like, why you say fuck me for? I'm just stood it. Like, you know what I mean? Portrait pin. I'm not ending stream yet, so no portrait just yet. Live was in danger on that damn helicopter. Yeah, I did. I mean, the helicopter's fucking scary, man. I did it though. I went on it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It was scary. I kind of played it up for the video a bit, but it was still like a big scary for me. Except most of the scary I was having was off camera. You know what I mean? Like I'd already kind of gotten over it. Because bear in mind, we waited 4 hours for that helicopter. I know the video makes it look really quick, but the time between me lamenting on the boat, going, "Oh fuck this, we're never going to be able to get to see the object," and me getting on that helicopter is 4 hours because it had to fly over here and shit. There aren't helicopters just flying around there. It's the middle of nowhere, so you had to wait for this helicopter to fly out. And by that point, I was completely like, I was ready. You know, I'd psyched myself up. I wasn't going to be a pussy. I was like, I'm just going to fucking do it. And then I got on the helicopter and I was like, it's going to be a really lame video if I'm just like really calm now. So I tried to channel how I was feeling 3 hours ago. You know what I mean? Are you watching a series? I'm not. Wilbur, any more personal albums? Yes, I want this year to have a solo album out. Maybe a solo EP, similar to Your City Gave Me Asthma length. Yeah, I really, really want to have one out. We're going to have the EP out very soon. And then a solo thing. It's coming next. That's next on the old list. And then, next big album is a concept piece. It's funny, I know I said I don't know much about opera, but it's kind of a rock opera. I say that, but like I don't actually know what a rock opera sounds like, really. There's so many different rock operas exist, and they're all different. So it's like, yeah. Are there any sad songs on the EP? On the solo EP, kind of. I haven't been very sad recently. I've been very happy, so it's like hard for me to channel that sad vibe. I'm sure I'll be sad again. The last time I was like proper releasing sad music was 2023. That was the last that was Mammalian Sighing Reflex. That was the last like proper miserable like art moment I kind of had. I've just been really happy. So it's like, don't be sad, it's not tough. Well, I mean, it's not all about being tough, brother. It's about making what's in your heart right now, you know? And if I was sad, I could so easily pick up this guitar and do this. Like fucking... Just something like that, you know, just made that up on the spot. You just do something like that, it's fucking easy. And then I could just sit there going... I can't find myself. You know what I mean? And it's like, there is a point there's a point where it becomes disingenuous, you know? And when I wrote Your City Gave Me Asthma and Mammalian Sighing Reflex, those are all very honest, very raw lyrics. Like, you know, that's like, there was very little filtering. It's brain, pen. That's how I've always liked to write, as much as I can, right? And every time I put brain to pen, I've written happy stuff recently. So it's like, or I've written anytime I've written a sad song, it's been for the concept album, you know? So it's like, I guess the songs aren't sad, they're more just like driving. I mean, look, I played you the fucking Mostly Harmless. I played you Circuits, which is that Circuits is kind of sad. Yeah, that one. That one's kind of sad. That's going to be on the solo EP. But yeah, there's not much misery. He's cured his depression. Yes. Well, Mostly Harmless is a good song. Yes, Mostly Harmless is kind of sad. You know what it is? There's no happy or sad songs. Do you know what I mean? At least in my head, it's like write more Radiohead type stuff. I wish I could write Radiohead type stuff, man. That would be insane. That would be insane if I could write stuff like Tom York. No, it's like they're not. The songs aren't happy or sad. You know, it's not like, oh, this is the happy song, this is the sad song. It's more like, this is a song, and this means something to me. I hope it means something to you. That's it. That's all I'm kind of writing for. And then years later, I look back and I go, oh yeah, that was kind of a sad song. You know what I mean? Like years later, I look back and I'm like, oh yeah, I was in a different place there. I was in a very different place in my life. And that's a good thing. That's a very positive way to feel. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just going to keep writing the truth. You know what I mean? So I really have been wanky today, haven't I? I really have been edgy. Big Spider where? Big Spider is inbound. Big Spider can return. You guys love Big Spider. You guys are Big Spider stans. You guys are obsessed with Big... You don't even know. You've never even met Big Spider. I have. He's awful. He's dreadful. Never like Big Spider. Gotta write about the fish shirt. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, sometimes when I write, I don't even know what I'm writing about. I just kind of do, you know. And people like it, so I'm obviously doing something okay. Thoughts on the Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. It's a great book. It's brilliant. Read it when I was very young. Do you like grilled cheese? Yes. American grilled cheese. I'm not the biggest fan of when people put cheddar on it and stuff, and it's ugh. You Americans don't even know the threat of having cheddar. But yeah, I've really enjoyed seeing, you guys reacting to the stuff we've been making recently. It's been really nice. Thank you all for sharing your thoughts and your art and your just stuff about what we're making. It's one of the best things about the modern social media age is that I can make something and I don't have to experience it in a gig. You know what I mean? I can write a song and back in the day, these old musicians from the 20th century, they'd write a song, they'd release it, maybe they'd hear about it on the news, maybe they'd get fan mail from the really crazy fans, but more than anything, they would just have to wait until shows, and then at shows they'd see people hopefully showing love to the band, but obviously people can't always perform back at the performers all the time, you know. So it's it must have been quite difficult. It must have been quite weird. You have all this free time, you're getting paid this money, and then you just don't really feel what you're doing. And that's one of the best parts about the social media moment right now, is that you can make stuff, release it, and then receive feedback. And I don't know, feedback good. Feedback good. What are your feelings about isopods? Cool as hell. Good guys. The best guys, maybe. Woodlice? Sick legends. Sick ass legends. What's the hardest part about being a musician? It's not that hard. Being a musician isn't that hard. It's quite an easy job. There is a lot harder stuff out there. I think it probably is the vulnerability, I think. Everything's very vulnerable being a musician. You can not be vulnerable and make stuff that isn't real to you, and that brings its own problems. But I think the vulnerability comes with a lot of caveats. It comes with people projecting onto you. It comes with people, hearing maybe some nastier sides of your brain. Some parts that everyone has nastier sides of their brain, So it's like, yeah, I think that's the hardest part. But don't get me wrong, it's a very easy job. Like, compared to some people. I remember when I was very young, my dad was kind of like between houses for a bit. And so when I would go to visit him, we would kind of stay on. I'm making it sound very disastrous. It was very fine. He wasn't like, we weren't struggling. At least not that I felt. He was very good at making sure I didn't feel like I was struggling. But this was when I was very young. And we would, like, I remember I had this futon at my dad's friend's flat that I would sleep on. And I remember he had some lodgers. He had, like, some roommates in his house. And in this like, house, these roommates were like students sometimes. They were medical students. They were people studying in Sussex, right, in near Brighton, or in Brighton. And I remember I would play World of Warcraft late at night, and everyone in the house was asleep. And when I say late at night, it's like 2 a.m. I was like maybe 16, 17 years old. No, 15 maybe, a bit younger, 14. And I would play World of Warcraft, and I'd play until like 2 a.m. So my dad would be asleep, everyone in the house would be asleep. It would just be me on the family computer in the living room, because I didn't have like my PC. So I'd play on the family computer, and and I remember this Kenyan man who had Nigerian? I think he was Nigerian or Kenyan. He was sort of central, the African Central Band, where West Africa meets Central. And he would come back from university classes, and I remember he would come back and he was studying to be a consultant doctor. Now, for those of you that don't know, he was like, consultant doctor is like, you need to know everything. You need to be the best at phlebotomy. You need to be the best at rheumatology. You need to be the best at everything. And he was trying to specialize in maternity, like delivering babies, delivering children. And I remember he'd come back from work, because he was working like a residency, and he would come back in, and it was like 2 a.m. He'd get home. He'd been out since 7 a.m. And I'd be playing World of Warcraft, and he'd come in, and he'd sit down on the armchair behind me, and he'd just stare at the screen, and he'd just ask me questions. He'd be like, "So what are you doing in the game?" And I'd be like, "Oh, I'm killing murlocs." And he'd be like, "What's a murloc?" And I'd be like, "Oh, it's like a fish man, blah, 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 blah." And he was like, and then he'd be like, "So what are you going to do, like, after you've done that? Like, how many do you need to get?" And I'd be like, "I need to kill this many, but they only drop this, and I need to..." And he'd just ask me these questions. He'd have a little beer in his hand. He'd be drinking this beer and asking me questions. And he'd just watch me play WoW quietly for ages. And I would just be like, and I would just play this video game in front of him. And then he'd go to bed. And I remember as a kid, I thought, of course he's interested. It's World of Warcraft. Everyone should like World of Warcraft. And as I've grown up, I remember just like, I think back on it and I'm like, damn, that was his downtime. He'd spent all this time in another country that he wasn't too familiar with, trying to become a consultant surgeon, trying to become the top of his class, basically, in the healthcare system in my country. He'd moved here to try and save people's lives, to help people. And he would sit behind me, and all he was interested in when he got back from work was hearing about my stupid ass video game. And I don't know. So when people say to me, "What's the hardest part about being a musician?" Full circle. I always think, yeah, but it's not him, is it? It's not the old Kenyan lodger. You know what I mean? And it's like it's that kind of perspective I think is really useful. It's a very useful perspective to keep, I think, in mind. It's like where you actually are in the world, you know. Let's be honest. Do you have ADHD? I don't know. I feel like I feel like I get a lot done for someone with ADHD, but I also have a lot of friends who have ADHD and have told me that actually it's very possible to get stuff done. So, I don't know. No idea. ADHD has him. They got me. They finally got me. Oh, man. I need some Vasa. I got a 12, highest on my music exam. Congratulations. Wilbur, video idea. Oh, I'm a zoology student, and I would love a video of you talking about your favourite underrated animals. Oh, good one. There are so many underrated animals, too. I mean, the woodlouse is maybe the most criminally underrated of all of them. What else? What was the most criminally underrated animal? I think seals. Seals somehow, despite how much they're beloved, are still underrated. They're incredible. They're great animals. I feel like low-key and not enough people appreciate a giraffe. I feel like people don't like a giraffe as much as they used to, you know what I mean? People don't vibe with giraffes as highly because they grow up looking at fucking giraffes. They grow up looking at giraffes all day. You see giraffes when you're a kid, it's like the safari animal. And then you get locked in on giraffes, and then when you actually see them, like think about it, imagine you've never seen a giraffe, and now picture a giraffe. They're bonkers looking. They're ridiculous. Yeah, I'm giraffe through and through. Are you manifesting in your descriptions? What, my live stream ones? I don't know. The thing is with this, I use like Streamlabs, what's it called? OBS, and it and it saves your previous description. So I just keep adding on to it. I keep changing it. What is this? Will, how do you feel about fans who see you as a father figure? Not so parasocial as to tell everyone you're their father, but simply getting some peace of mind from your streams/song. You can get peace of mind from wherever you want. No one can tell you you shouldn't be finding your peace in whichever way you find necessary. But no, I am not very comfortable being a father figure. I think I would have used to have been fine with that maybe a few years ago, but I think a lot of problems in my life have arisen from people projecting their voids onto me. Do you know what I mean by voids? That might be too harsh of a word. Like they're anything that they feel like they're not getting. It's not healthy to put that onto a live streamer. It's comfortable. Because I used to be the same. Like, I'm not talking down here. Like when I was younger, there's been a lot of when I was younger. I feel very old today. when I was like 15 again, I used to be a stan. Back before stans were a thing, I was a stan of Nerd Cubed. I used to have my profile picture was his face. I had like pictures of him on my desktop. He once noticed me. He gave me a notice once, and I screenshotted it, and I had a folder on my computer of notices from Nerd Cubed. I was very much projecting my lack of friends onto this YouTuber, and I remember it. I remember that feeling, and so I know how people feel when they project different people onto me. You know, be it a father figure or a brother figure or something, or you know, I get called Big Brother in chat quite a lot. People like to do that to me, and it's like it's one directional, which means therefore it is in itself unbalanced and not Not good, in my opinion. I think you are very willing to find peace of mind wherever you want. And you are very willing to, in your head, think of me as whatever you want to think of me, as long as you're quiet and you don't fucking try and involve me in it, you know. But you're very welcome to think however you want in your head, obviously. Obviously, I'm not the fucking thought police. But I would hazard you to take a step back and wonder why you're doing it, and wonder what you could do instead. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not you being wrong or you being, like, broken. You know, everyone naturally does this. Everyone always projects onto other people all the time. I was just talking about how I project on the Arctic Monkeys just 20 minutes ago, you know? But there's a reason you're projecting. You are not getting something in your life. And in some way, it can be very small. It could be very little things. Like, you're not getting someone to... Maybe you like playing video games, but you don't like actually playing them. You like watching them. So therefore, you start seeing fucking PewDiePie or whatever as like, oh, this is my big brother who plays video games and I get to watch him. You know, that's perfectly reasonable to do. But you must keep in mind why. You must keep in mind, I am doing this because I am not getting what I need, what I want, which is someone to watch me play video games. You know what I mean? And it's like, and there are healthier, and normally when you identify the thing you're missing, it leads to you getting what you deep down want. And doing sort of parasocial behavior is very good for filling that gap briefly. But in the long term, it does not work. It doesn't work. It leaves you feeling empty. It leaves you feeling like you have to live up to some kind of expectation to this person that doesn't know you. And that is affecting if that affects your life, if that does, you know, there are things to keep in mind. Be mindful, and I can't control the way you think. Just don't involve me. It's the way I'd say it. Regulation. I wouldn't even say it's regulation. Do it as much as you fucking want. Just keep in mind why you're doing it. You know what I mean? And everything's important in moderation anyway. That's just a good piece of advice. Did anyone solve the ARG? No, because I didn't make it very well. Bro's 30 but keeps talking about video games. I know, and I'm going to keep going too. I love video games. I love video games. Video games, yeah. I love Minecraft. I do love Minecraft. I don't know why I'm making fun of that. I do. Technoblade never dies. True. Play gay Brit. Why are you spamming gay Britain? Never spam gay Britain at me. I don't know what this means. I don't know who. Oh, is it the fucking objects I've shoved up my arse thing? Is that what gay Britain is? I swear there's one that's like gay Britain. I'm pretty sure. Hey and stuff. Oh, I did have a podcast. You're right. I completely forgot. I had a podcast. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like this stream kind of does the job of the podcast, right? I mean, I could make a podcast and use it there, but I think I'm just kind of doing a podcast now. Like, my podcast was always, like, less than an hour long, if I remember correctly, and this is more. I'm doing more on this than I would be on a podcast, you know? I mean, podcasts are like fine. Do you have any favorite podcasts? I don't really watch podcasts. That's the problem as well. I'm not a big podcast watcher. I don't think I'd be a very good podcast maker. At least not yet. Yeah. Yeah. I want to talk about, I was on a podcast recently actually called Forehead Fables. Which I don't know how many of you have seen. It was hosted by General Sam, who is someone I've looked up to since I was just very, like, ages ago. It was since before I did YouTube. I used to watch his stuff, like, all the time. I still do catch up with General Sam's stuff every now and then. And yeah, he invited me on his podcast, and I've been saying no to a lot of podcasts and interviews recently. because, you know, I've got other stuff I've got to be doing, and I don't know if I'm like emotionally ready to be chatting to people like on a camera all the time, you know what I mean? So I kind of avoid. You're all saying it's like there's not. Don't worry. We saw. I know you saw. It's I just wanted to mention that, like, I thought the podcast went fine. I thought it was fine. I wasn't happy with the title. I thought the title he named was in a bad taste. But honestly, nothing he said and nothing he did was any worse than what I've been getting on the internet for the last 2 years. I have no ill feelings towards him. I have, you know, he told me beforehand he was going to bring it up. He told me beforehand he was going to mention it, and I said, you know, you can talk about what you want. It's your own podcast. I can't stop you talking about what you want, but, you know, I told him it would probably just make me a bit sad, you know? It's like I've said everything I want to say, and it would just probably make me sad to talk about it. And he said fine, and he still asked the questions, and I answered them. That was it. There was nothing. There was no gotcha. There was no. And after the podcast, I sat down and had a chat with Sam. He's an irreverent guy, General Sam, right? He's a very funny guy, but he is very irreverent, and he doesn't really give a shit. But compared to some of the stuff that people say about me anyway, it was nothing. It was he was asking questions and I was giving pretty nothing answers. That was kind of it. That was the end of it. Something that I did have a problem with, though, was the comments. Obviously, I mean, what more do you expect? I mean, it's looking at the comments. It was just. I think a lot of people don't, and this isn't you guys necessarily, it's just people in general on the internet, don't seem to realize that I'm a grown man with like a cock and balls. Like I can handle hearing people saying things to me. I can handle people asking me questions. Like it's not. I don't need like. I appreciate the support. I really do, and I appreciate the defending or whatever. But the way I was being defended was in such a like. Like, there were a lot of people being like, oh, you know, he's getting better. He's changed, all this stuff. And it's like, you don't know me. You don't know me. And it's fine. That's fine that you don't know me. But it's like, you sound as crazy as the people who claim that I'm the worst person ever, who also don't know me. Do you know what I mean? And so it did feel a bit infantilizing, and it did annoy me slightly. If you want to support me and you want to defend the position I've been holding, the best thing you can do is express the idea that I'm trying to get behind, which is that the internet is just not a good narrator. You know what I mean? The internet is not good at sorting things out and figuring stuff out. There's a difference between social proof and factual proof. You know, stuff like that. It's the internet accountability isn't about finding out the truth. It's about convincing. It's about convincing lots of people very quickly. So if you want to support me, please support my ideas. Don't support me as a little baby boy. Oh, he's so sweet. You know, I don't need that. I don't need it. But yeah, the big takeaway is that podcast was fine. It was that they were rude, but that's because it's a comedy podcast. They're comedians, and I'm not going to go on a comedy podcast and start you know, waxing theoretical about internet culture, am I? I'm going to go on a comedy podcast, and I'm going to take the hits. I'm going to take them bullying me. You know, and it's like that's what happens, and they weren't saying anything worse than what I get anyway online. It's boo-hoo, I know, but whatever. It's like, just don't treat me like a little baby, is what I'm trying to say, I guess. Yeah. Video idea: find the most historical UK town. That sounds so boring. I'm sorry. It's a. Can you imagine? The most historical UK town? It's probably called like. Bansomley Walsh. Let's go to Bansomley. Actually, that does sound kind of cool. No, I take it back. Bansomley Walsh is cool. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll do a video on the the most old British town. What is the most old British town? Hold on. Most historical British town. York. We'll go to York. Do you want to go to York? He unconvinced himself. Oh, I've reconvinced myself when I found out it's fucking York. York is beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I don't know what I'd say. I don't know what I'd say in York. Ranking types of cheese. Unironically, fire. Fire cheese ranking. I do need to do my flag smash or pass. And the problem is with a flag smash or pass, boys. I mean, I've said this already. I'm gonna piss off so many people. There are so many flags, like, which flags do I include? You know, which flags do I not include, you know? Can't do all of them. Video idea, talk about Winston Churchill. I would not be able to offer anything new about Winston Churchill that hasn't been said a million times. Do it for yourself. That's very sweet. I can rank all the cheese and just not tell anyone. My friends come over, they're like, oh, what? Why is there all these platters out? I'm like, shh. This is for me. I did this for me. Oh, I'm over-caffeinated, chat. I'm over-caffeinated, I think. Only US flags. That would be big. Although, I think CGP Grey did that, didn't he? CGP Grey, by the way. Oh, he's so good. I'm the biggest CGP Grey fan. I want to be. I want to be him. I want to make stuff like he does. Portrait pin. Oh yeah, I should do that. Let's do a bit more questions and I'll do it. Shush, this is for me would terrify me. Imagine. Have you ever flown a drone? Yeah. Yeah, that's a weird question. But yeah, many years ago, I flew a drone in a field. And it was really good. It was really good fun. Have you guys seen auditors? Those people on YouTube who go and like, they'll find something and they'll fly a drone around it to see people like getting mad sometimes, you know? It's like, it's a very like, woo, big area that's private property and they fly a drone over it. It's like, some auditors are a bit more aggressive, some are a bit more like passive. It's all very interesting, I think. But they're all quite the videos get clicks off of people being angry. They get clicks from aggressive people, right? And I want to do a video shadowing an auditor. I'm gonna try and do that this year. That's an upcoming video idea. Is I want to shadow an auditor because I have mixed opinions. I'm sympathetic to the idea of like protecting like drone law, but I'm not sympathetic to the idea of pulling people out of their businesses potentially. And I know that they're trying to raise awareness to stop people doing that kind of thing. But I don't know. I want to go and do it. I want to go and be an auditor for the day and see how it goes. You know what I mean? I want to practice that. I want to see it, and I want to film it, and I want to make a video about it, and I want to interview one of them and get their story, you know? I feel like it's a very untold story. They get so many views. These auditors get millions of views, and I haven't seen a single interview, haven't seen a single, like, no one's shadowed them, no one's done a video on them, at least one that isn't just, like, a fucking anime profile picture going, look at this shell! You know, it's like, they're all, like, I want to do an actual, genuine, here's a look behind the curtain. Do you know what I mean? Dude, my cat just shit and it smells. Oh, preach! Preach! Cat shit smells. Do you still hate anteaters? No. And ostriches. I didn't ever, did I? Ostriches are fine. They're fine boys. They're good boys with good friends. You should hire an auditor to shadow an auditor and then shadow that auditor. That's just stalking. That's not auditing. I'm not gonna hire someone to stalk someone. Thoughts on huskies? Good boys. Good boys. Good boys. Big boys. Big boy. Big fur. Big fur, big boys. Discuss tectonic plates. No. You're not the real Wilbur. Yeah, I get that a lot, weirdly. Should I address that? Should I do... A lot of people claim I died. A lot of people claim that I passed away and I've been replaced. Have you heard this theory? I was seeing this. A lot of people think I passed away and I've been replaced. I kind of like it. I kind of like that theory. That feels... It's a fun idea. Thoughts on the Amazing Digital Circus? That is huge. That is, I see that fucking everywhere. I've never watched it. I've never, like, you know, had, like, a connection to it. Just like Paul from the Beatles. Yeah. I've never had a connection to the Amazing Digital Circus. I just fucking just see it everywhere. And it looks good. It looks well animated. The voice acting sounds pretty good. Yeah. Maybe I should watch it. Maybe I'll get back to you. I'll watch it and get back to you, chat. How about that? Next stream, remind me to have watched it. Are you into politics? Not as much as I used to be, and I know that's bad. That's a very privileged position, but like, yeah, I used to be very, very political, and nowadays I don't know. I think the UK's politics is very good at making me check out. Because, you know, for the first time in a long time, we actually had a prime minister we voted for. You know, Keir Starmer became prime minister, and the country, well, he won the election. I don't know if I'd say the country voted for him, but he won the election, Keir Starmer. And I was excited because, hooray, for the first time since fucking Boris, or Theresa May, sorry, for the first time since Theresa May, we had a prime minister we fucking voted for. And now he's fucking gone! And now we've got another dude we didn't vote for. And I'm just like, fuck me, bro. It's like, I know you vote for the party, not the executive of the party, but it does sometimes feel like the majority of the British public is voting for the executive, the leader of the party. And for the leader of the party to be swapped out anytime they make a mistake, no matter how big or small the mistake is, they have to be this perfect administrator. If they're not the most perfect administrator, they're gone. And anyone who voted for them loses their fucking vote. It does make me check out of politics quite considerably. Anyway, let's play a song. I'm going to try and do this time, so hopefully you'll hear the guitar better than me. Is that in tune? Close enough.
And now he's dead. Told me to kill my indulgences with the sharp blow to the temple. Pick up the phone call, do everything he says. I could take a plastic camera, we could make such a pretty picture. Oh, so happy, oh, so happy. Fucking, I haven't played this in ages. I'm pretty cool once you get to know me. I feel at some point I broke my mind. I'm always searching the silent type. How do you all make it look so easy? You open your hearts up so quickly, it scares me. She's an artist, paints across my chest, goes to parties, act like hotel guests. Wake up Monday, now it's over. Don't you know no one gets what they came here for? I could paint her, wrapped around her, we could make such a pretty picture. Oh, so happy, oh, so happy. I'm pretty cool once you get to know me. But I'm just the same. I've got a boring name. Across the board of what you want and what you came here for. So I waited for you. I said please just let me stay. Or just let me stay. I guess you know now what to expect. He lives your own life in retrospect. You know it bores me, his insecurities banks you down just to act as the architect. I could wait here by the West Pier, watch the flotsam float slowly disappear. Oh, so happy, oh, so happy. I'm pretty cool once you get it, how much better things could be. Across the board
Guitar too loud, guitar too loud. It's the opposite of the problem. It's the opposite of the problem. It's usually whatever, man. I need to set up proper inputs for this setup so I can actually play songs. I can give you a fun fact though. Did you know the ending of Portrait was inspired by Chainsaw Man? It's a weird one for you. The ending of Portrait was what's it? A Beautiful Star by Is it this one? It's Kickback. Yeah. This song, which by the way is a fucking mental song, right? The ending of this song has the coolest fucking drop back. Like it does this beep, 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 beep. And I was like, that's so cool. I was like, I've never, like in rock music, that's so like not tried. Like that kind of beep, 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 you know? And so right. Ready? This bit. That beep, 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 and the bass is going boom, 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 boom at the same time. I thought that was so cool. I thought that was so cool that I was like, yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. That was cool. That was why. Do you watch anime? I've seen one episode of Chainsaw Man, and I was more interested in the theme tune. I'm not a big anime watcher. Anyway, the copyright, Wilbur, it's gone. It's gone. The copyright's gone. I'm not making any money off this VOD. It's all right. Hello, VOD watchers. Everyone say hello to the VOD watchers and tell them what you think. Tell them, everyone watching right now, tell the VOD watchers what you think of the fact that they're watching a VOD. That's called a split. Thank you, I didn't know that. Say hi to the VOD watchers and tell them what you think of people who watch VODs, as opposed to watching live. Yeah! Boo! Boo! You're not on our specific time zone! Boo! We have the best time zone! Boo! Anyway, skill issue, exactly. Chat. Thank you so much. Sorry for getting a bit deep this stream. We got a bit deep, didn't we? We got a bit like emotional, a bit like, you know, maybe not emotional, but we talked about some heavy topics. Yeah. I'm just a guy who wants to make fun internet stuff and music for you. That's what I am. The pin! I did the pin! The portrait pin has been unpinned. There you go. Video idea, southernmost point in Europe. I spoke about that. I spoke about that in my Let's Chat stream. You promised screensaver. The songs aren't working. The songs aren't working, chat. No burping. I'm not gonna burp. I'm not gonna burp. Make the orange goo spin. Actually, that worked pretty well. Wait, let me do that again. That's cool. It's been. He's so talented. You're so talented, little guy. Propulsion gel. Anyway, my voice is going. It's been 2 hours. Thank you, chat. Screensaver, you promised. I did play screensaver last stream. I can't do any more. I can't. Fine. No, I can't. You're not gonna convince me. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to fucking sleep. I'm not gonna go to sleep. But as far as you know, when the stream ends, I'm asleep. I'm like a fucking LLM. I'm like a language model. You turn me off and I'm just there like...